guys, so today I'm going to be filming this makeup look for you, and if you don't know, this was the makeup that I was wearing in my November favourites, and I did ask you guys in that video if you wanted to see it, and a few of you were like, yes, do the makeup. So I was like, pressure's on, I need to remember what exactly did I do, and I actually struggled today. Like, I reckon this video took me 3.5 hours to film because I was sat there like with all of the colours in front of me, like shit, like which colours did I use? But anyway, I think I got mainly the idea of it. What do you guys think? Like, I'm pretty sure this is like the same look. So I hope that you guys like it. I actually do like the way that it turned out. The eyeshadow gave me a hard time today. Like, I don't know about you, but whenever I haven't done makeup for a while, I struggle. Like, I feel like a beginner again because I don't know, it was just a bit difficult today. This little corner here was giving me a hard time. So please follow me on Instagram. It's at demi.rawling and my Snapchat is demirawling. Bye guys. Okay, I look bald, but my hair's just in a top knot, which took me a very long time to do. So appreciate the top knot, please. Obviously my brows are already filled in. I just feel like brows are kind of boring to like film on camera unless you guys, oh my god, I literally just remembered, I like promised a brow tutorial for like years. I should probably do that if you want to see it, but basically I've just got the whole Instagram brow thing going on today. Obviously I've concealed them and everything, and I put a little bit of that concealer on my lid, so I'm just going to go ahead and set it down. Obviously I'm just going to take the white from the Viseart palette. It's convenient, it's my favorite white, I don't need to explain. I'm just going to grab it on this like kind of flat eyeshadow brush. You guys, like, I did this makeup look for my November favorites, which I filmed obviously a little while ago now, and I don't remember what I did. I don't remember what eyeshadows I used. I don't remember. I kind of just like that day I had like this idea of doing like a sunset kind of vibe makeup look, and I kind of just like rolled with it, and now I've like completely fucking forgot what I used and what I did. So let's see if I can remember. If it turns out different, that's because I have literally the worst memory ever. Actually, like, was almost like I've been procrastinating filming all day. Not that I don't like filming, I love filming, it actually makes me very happy. Like, I'm much happier now, but I've just been feeling so sick today, and I think it is, I know it is, it's that time of the month, it's coming. I'm actually going to go ahead and dip into my other Viseart palette, and I'm going to go ahead and let's take the yellow. I didn't use this last time, but I kind of want to use it today. So I'm going to go ahead and grab the yellow on a fluffy brush, wherever it is. You guys, I cleaned my brushes and they're still looking quite clean, which I'm very proud. So I'm going to take it on my MAC 224. And I'm just going to kind of, I didn't actually use the yellow last time, but I want to use it today. So, because I've got a yellow top on. This top is much prettier in real life. Like, you guys can only see the straps, but it's a nice top in real life. So I'm just going to go ahead and kind of just fluff it all into the crease. Now that I've got the yellow applied, I'm actually going to go ahead and dip into the orangey shade. Reminds me a little bit of Peach Smoothie, but a little bit more orangey. So I'm going to take it on the exact same fluffy brush. I kind of just want to add a little bit more like depth to this. I'm kind of like remembering what colors I used, but also kind of not. So I'm just going to kind of fluff that in there. Okay, so I'm now going to go ahead, I'm going to dip into my custom made palette. Spoken about this so many times. It's a lot of MakeupGeek, a lot of MAC shadows. I feel like you don't hear anything about MakeupGeek anymore. And it's so sad because like, it's not sad, but it's like they're such a good company. Like Marlena, like her products are so good, and it's kind of sad that they've kind of really like disappeared a little bit, but I still love their products and I still use them all the time, and I still think that they're really like one of the best. So I'm gonna go ahead with MakeupGeek Bitten, and I'm gonna mix it with MAC Sketch. It just kind of creates this beautiful like purpley deep plummy shade. So what I'm gonna do with that is I think I'm just gonna take it on this brush that's hopefully clean, the Sigma E45, and what I'm gonna do is start to apply it just like kind of to the outer corner and like kind of wing it out a little bit. I'm actually gonna bring these purpley colors, and I'm going to actually bring them in here as well, because in the photos I was doing that. I'm just going to go in with this Zoeva, because it's clean, Luxe crease brush. I'm probably going to grab a little bit of the orangey shade, I think, so dipping into, have I ever filmed a tutorial before? I'm going to dip into the orangey color and just kind of like blend this in. I need to go back in with the purpley shade and mix it with a tiny bit of the red. Just need to start to kind of deepen that back up again because you kind of lose the colours as you blend, which is totally normal, but I want to keep that nice, rich, kind of plummy colour. Okay, so now to kind of intensify the outer corner, just because I want to make it like a bit more smoky-ish, I'm going to go ahead and grab MAC Embark, which is this colour right here. I use Embark quite a lot. It's kind of like a nice, like rich, purpley, plummy, deep brown colour, you might say. And I'm just going to take that on the same brush that I've been using, the E45 by Sigma. And I'm only going to target this colour like right on the outer corner. Okay, so I'm now going to go ahead and create the half cut crease. I'm going to use the Urban Decay Naked Skin Concealer because I ran out of the NARS. I like the NARS formula a little bit better when it comes to like carving out a crease or carving out the brows, just because the formula is thicker and I like that, whereas this one is a lot thinner. But I'm just going to use it today. I don't know why I just went on that massive tangent, but anyway, I'm going to go ahead with this angled brush that I always use and create just like a half cut crease. I'm going to go ahead and grab this MakeupGeek foiled eyeshadow. My voice just went really weird. Foiled eyeshadow in the shade Whimsical. This is definitely one of my favorite foiled eyeshadows by MakeupGeek. It's so beautiful. Like, it's very bright and light, and it's like this beautiful icicle purple color, I would explain it as. So I'm going to go ahead and take that on my MAC 242. Actually, I'm not because it's dirty. I'm going to go ahead and take it on, let me find a brush. Here. So I'm going to grab some of that on my Zoeva Cream Shader. I am going to wet my brush a little bit with some Fix Plus, just because I really want the eyeshadow to stick. So the next thing that I'm going to do, I'm going to go ahead and wipe my face because I've got fallout like all over my face right now. So I'm going to go ahead and grab the Sun & Park Beauty Water because it's one of my favorite products. And all I'm going to do is just grab a little cotton pad, wet the pad, and then just kind of wipe down my face. How does one get eyeshadow on their forehead? I'll never know, but it happens to me like every time I do my makeup. Okay, so we can now move on to the skin. I'm going to go ahead and use the Becca First Light Priming Filter today. I haven't actually used this in quite a while, to be honest, so I did want to use it today. I want to have a little bit more of a dewy kind of primer going. So I'm going to squirt some of that out, and I'm going to use my Beauty Blender just to kind of blend that in. I'm going to go ahead and mix 3 different foundations. I do this quite a lot where I'll mix like more than like 2 foundations together. Sometimes I'll even mix 4. I mean, that's kind of unnecessary, but I do it. So today I'm going to go ahead and mix the Clio Kill Cover Conceal-dation, Uber Duper Full Coverage, and Very Dewy. I'm going to mix it with the L'Oreal Infallible Pro Matte because it's my favorite foundation in the world, do I need to explain? And then I'm going to go ahead as well and mix in a tiny bit of the Magic Lumi just to make it that little bit more dewy. Okay, so the next thing that I'm going to do, wow, that's very full coverage. I'm going to go ahead and correct my under eye with the Peripera Ink Corrector. This one is my favorite corrector. And then I'm just going to go ahead, obviously, over the top with some concealer. Okay, and then I'm going to go over the top with the Clio Kill Cover Conceal-dation. Also a little bit on my chin, even though I'm already full coverage, and then a little bit here. Like this video if this was your lip color in high school, because it definitely was mine. Okay, so the next thing that I'm going to do now that I am probably the most full coverage I've been in my entire life is set everything with the RCMA No Color Powder. Okay, so we can now come back to the eyes. The first thing that I'm going to do is grab my MAC 221. I'm going to go ahead and mix Bitten by MakeupGeek again. I always think that like the lower lash line, like look at the difference immediately. Do not neglect your lower lash line. It makes such a difference. So the next thing that I'm going to do is go ahead and grab MakeupGeek foiled eyeshadow in the shade Caitlin Rose. And what I'm going to do this time is I'm going to take it on like a small kind of angled brush. I'm pretty sure this is an eyeliner brush. And I'm going to go ahead and actually apply it into the waterline. And then the final eyeshadow that I'm going to use on the eyes, and in my opinion, I feel like this next step is what kind of really like makes this makeup look. I'm going to go ahead with another MakeupGeek product. This kind of looks like I'm using all MakeupGeek stuff. I just really like their stuff. So this is a MakeupGeek Duochrome Pigment in Hologram. It's like this peachy coral, but then it changes to like this yellow gold. It's really cool. So what I'm going to do with this is just take it on a small brush and go ahead and apply it to my inner corner. And yeah, like I said, I feel like this is the thing that kind of really ties everything in, because you've got the more like kind of peachy stuff up there, and then it kind of just ties in. I don't know, I really liked it when I did it, but I feel like I did this look a bit different than what I did the first time. But anyway, I hope that you guys still like it. Okay, and then the final step for the eyes is obviously the lashes. So like I said, I'm going to go ahead and use the Kiss lashes, but first I need to mascara my own lashes, and I cannot find my mascara, but I'm going to use the Colossal Big Shot by Maybelline. So now that the eyes are done, we can finally move on to the skin. I'm going to go ahead with the Physicians Formula Butter Bronzer because you guys, I absolutely adore this. Like, I've been wearing this so much more than like my high-end bronzers. Like my two go-tos at the moment, I'll do it while I'm talking to you. This is the MAC 168. I'm just going to use this to bronze up my skin. But like, yeah, my two go-to bronzers at the moment have been this and the Chanel Soleil Tan de Chanel, like the cream bronzer. I think I just ingested it. Those have been like my two go-tos. So I don't know, like it just looks like I'm piling this on. Like I'm really going in there and piling it on, but it never looks like bad. It just looks good. And really kind of go back into the hairline, because if you have like a white line where your hair starts, that doesn't look good. So make sure you get on the temples too. And then I'm also just going to do a little bit under my chin. There we go. Okay, so now that I've bronzed up my skin, I am going to still go ahead and contour with the Kevyn Aucoin sculpting powder, of course. Okay, so I'm going to go ahead with the Zoeva face focus brush, and like always, just kind of chisel out some cheeky bones. I always speed through my nose contour, but basically what I do is like I really like harshly define two lines with this brush right here. This is like the perfect brush because it's got the perfect like density to it. It's not like really fluffy, but it's like nice and dense. So basically what I do is really create the shape that I want on my nose. And then I also go ahead and shade under this like tip bit, because it kind of like cuts off your nose so it looks shorter, which is like my favorite thing to do. Okay, and then I create the little button effect. So by doing that, you just kind of make a little kind of curved line at the tip of your nose. There we go. And I also kind of connect like two lines just to like where that was. And obviously I don't leave it like this. I actually go ahead and I take, hold please. I go ahead and I take this like little angled fluffy brush by Sigma, and I just like to nice blend that out. And sometimes, like I do this quite often, I'll bake my nose contour just so it looks extra fierce. That's one thing. Like, I won't intensely contour my cheekbones. I mean, some people will be like, whew, what did you say? But I do an intense nose contour. For blush, I'm going to go ahead and take MAC Melba. It's basically just a very standard matte peach blush. So I'm just going to go ahead and apply that. I'm going to use my Luxe Powder Finish brush by Zoeva. For highlight, I'm going to go ahead and take the Charlotte Tilbury Bar of Gold, and I'm just going to apply a little bit of that with my go-to brush just on the very top of the cheekbone. I'm not going to like highlight heaps, I'm just going to hit it right on the top. And then I'm also going to go ahead and highlight my nose as well. Wow, that's intense. Don't worry, that's insane, but I'm going to go ahead and wipe that off. Okay, so I'm going to use this brush, wipe down the nipple. Finally, for the lips, I have no idea what I'm going to do yet. I'm going to go ahead first and just quickly line them with the NYX lip liner in Natural, and I have no idea what lip combination I'm going to do today. Okay, so I've decided to go back to Old Faithful and do Dose of Colours Sand, and then I'm going to go over the top with a lip gloss because I kind of want this lip to be like glossy with the NYX Butter Gloss in Fortune Cookie. I'm looking in a magnifying mirror and girl, I need to get my lip waxed.